We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Cobras and the Hurricanes. It's Baseball on the Show, and it's coming up next. Chris Taylor will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning. At the plate, Glenn Suarez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Hit hard on the ground to the right. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued, first pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
Batting third, the center fielder, Jonathan Adkins.
Stepping up to the plate, Jonathan Adkins, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. Jeff Kessler, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Now at the plate, Austin Leach. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a breaking ball's bounced out towards second. Scooped up. And that's out number 1. For the moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Yeah, Matty, this team has been putting up a lot of runs lately. From top to bottom, just swinging the bat super nice. Pass the baton mentality. Guys not trying to do too much, trusting in the teammates behind them.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Nagy is there, 2 down.
Batting third, the left fielder.
So striding forward for his first opportunity, Marcus Rogers, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. Here it comes. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what?
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Stepping in, Paul Taylor. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's the circle change, and a dandy that time as he jumps ahead with strike 1. A ball and a strike. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corner.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Brad Benton is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 5 homers, 26 RBIs. Now the 1-0. Hard hit ball to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
So now to the plate, Michael Wright. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
At the plate now, Kevin Nagy, skied into straightaway right. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ballgame.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
At the plate, Sean McKee. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. From the stretch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Benton at third with 2 away. Now a swing and he gets him to pop it up. Left fielder coming on. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Don't want to forget about it. In now, Jeff Kessler. And this is fouled into the seats over from first. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Line to the right side. A leap here, but it ticks off his glove. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Buford Slugger. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. McKee is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. And guys, I want to focus on the guy on the mound because he brings gold to the party, and I can't say enough how crisp and how effective a defense plays when the pitcher can field his position. There's nothing better than a pitcher who can help himself in the field.
To the plate now, Franklin Leach. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty at strike 1. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. In the air to straightaway right. Nagy is right there as he takes it for the second out. Settling in now, Turner King, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
The 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3. Coming to the plate now, Glenn Suarez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. High in the air out to center field. Leach is in his tracks now. One pitch, one away. So striding forward now, Mark Lacy. He's set. Here it comes. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. Grounded weakly toward third. Gonna be a tough play, and there are two away now.
Now back.
Digging in now, Jonathan Atkins, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Dive, but it's off his glove.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Now at the plate, Paul Taylor. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
This is foul right side. A runner on first with 2 away. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Long run for the right fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Stepping into the box, Brad Jones, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Jones, a 27-year-old. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level, and it's fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Fouled away. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Hit on the ground down the first baseline.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The next 1-2 pitch.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Throw in time as he's called. Striding into the box, Benji Perez. He went deep in the contest last night. Strike one to start the at-bat. One out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it. And that's the second out. Standing in, Chris Taylor, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. In there, 0-1. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
So stepping in, Brad Benton. He singled his last time up.
The first baseman, Brad Benton.
He's set and the pitch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. 1-1. Benton, an imposing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. The pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Leach is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now back.
Striding in, Michael Wright. Here comes the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate, Kevin Nagy lifted into the air out towards center field. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the running play. 2 down.
The batter.
Coming to the plate now, Sean McKee. He reached on a single in his first try. From the belt, the pitch. Nope. McKee is known to have an incredible ability to make contact when he swings the bat, becoming a rare thing to see him swing and miss, leading many people to marvel at his apparent hand-eye capabilities, especially in today's game. On to second for the force out, and his side is retired. Ready now, Austin Leach back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Hard hit ball to second, reined in. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The batter, number 1, second baseman.
Now to the plate, Chaz Hale. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. Oh, and a great knuckle curve just buckled him there, and there are 2 gone.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Into the box now, Marcus Rogers. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. That nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Ready on 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder. And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Nice range, and the side is... Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jeff Kessler.
For Mississippi, the pitcher, Jeff Kessler.
First pitch on its way. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Slugger is there. One pitch, one out.
Now that.
Ready for another shot now. Glenn Suarez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. One out, nobody on. Weak grounder back to the mound. And an offline throw, but he just does get back to the bag for the putout. So coming to the plate, Mark Lacy. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Off-balance throw. Gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Home half of the fifth coming. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Buford Slugger. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Adkins is right there, one down.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Franklin Leach. In there, strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. High and deep to left center field. Looking up is the center fielder. At the track, the wall. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. Sixth home run on the season for him. As they cut the lead in half, it's 2-1 now.
There's an old saying in the game. They say solo homers won't kill you. This might be a good time for a mound visit right here. Try and erase those negative thoughts and get right back in the zone. You still have the lead.
Stepping in now, Turner King. And it's grounded just foul down the line. King, playing here in his age 26 season. Certainly a versatile middle infielder, playing shortstop today despite being a second baseman naturally.
Yeah, he's a premium defender. It doesn't matter. Anything that's in his vicinity, right or left of him, 5 steps either way, is getting vacuumed up. So they trust this guy's glove in a premium spot no matter where he's playing.
Brad Jones is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Top half of the sixth about to get started. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Jonathan Adkins. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line to the right side. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
The third baseman at the plate,
At the plate now, Paul Taylor, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And it's quickly 0-2. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
And that misses 2-2. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now, 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Runner going a second time. Back up the middle. The tag, and he is out. On to first, and they turn the double play.
The first baseman, number 9. Brad.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brad Benton. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. He's right there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. One. Now in the box, Benji Perez will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, man. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Spencer Reeder will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
Now back. The center fielder.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Austin Leach. This is skied into short left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Scott Greedy is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. All set for the start of the inning, and next will be the power hitting catcher, Michael Wright. Hit to short. Fielded cleanly. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Kevin Nagy. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? There's 1 on to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Riding in once again, Sean McKee. From the stretch. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. King camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jeff.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jeff Kessler. Has a look, now the pitch. Fouled off. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitcher's duel, 2-1 our score. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. The next 0-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Slugger is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. King Giles will remain in the game in the number 9 spot and take over at catcher.
Number 26.
Ready once again, Chaz Hale. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Chaz Hale is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Marcus Rogers is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled away. Left side. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
The first baseman, number 33.
Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Buford Slugger. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
In the air now, out to left. McKee will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Leading off the inning, Glenn Suarez, as they'll look for some added, and Jason McIntosh is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
McIntosh.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield, reined in, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Digging in, Mark Lacey. First pitch of the at-bat. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he won't take any chances on that one, as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. Hit out towards second. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs.
The center fielder, number 32.
Digging in once again, Jonathan Adkins is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. 2 out, nobody on. Liner towards second. Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Jason McIntosh will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Franklin Leach. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looking really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing. Looks like he's got a good feel for that 2-seam fastball this far into the game.
He's used it really effectively tonight.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Turned on down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Down the first baseline. Right to him. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
And hey, if the first baseman is playing straight up there, that's probably a double down the line. But in order to prevent that late in the game, they had him guarding the line, and it obviously worked out perfectly.
And now pitch on the way. Brad Jones is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Peter caught too much of the zone.
Struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Paul Taylor. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So digging in now, Brad Benton. First pitch coming. Here it is. Bat explodes as this is popped up. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
And there's out number 2. Now with the plate, King Giles. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 home. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Striding in to start the 9th, Benji Perez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And he fouls this one off. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field, so the tying runs aboard to kick off the inning.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Here comes the manager out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. Looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight.
So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Jason Lee comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike one. Nobody out, runner on first. Fouled off. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. Digging in, Chaz Hale. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the
first pitch on its way.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
Yeah, a late squeeze attempt, and it looks like it's going to work. And an offline throw, but a good tag this time to get his man anyway. Into the box now, Marcus Rogers. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Hit on the ground out to short. He's right there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So this game will not end here in the bottom of the ninth as they push across the equalizer, and we're right back where we started from. Martin McKinley takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. We are into extra innings, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kevin Nagy. First pitch of the at-bat. Fly ball to straightaway left. Rogers arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Now batter, the left fielder.
Into the box, Sean McKee. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to left. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Richard Wise will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. King is there, and the side is retired. Gunter comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. Bottom of the inning now, and here comes the first baseman, Buford Slugger. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. And it's fouled away. Gunter is about as stingy as they come in terms of a bullpen arm. He's proven very difficult to hit, and it's a rarer thing still to see multiple hits against him.
Yeah, Matty B, and you wonder why it's so hard to score off of this guy. He's nearly impossible to get 3 or 4 hits in an inning to score a run. He keeps his walks per 9 innings really down, and you look at his hits per 9 innings pitch, it's no wonder why this guy's one of the top relievers in the game right now.
Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
6 fouls in a row. This is turning into one of those epic at-bats. Who's going to blink first? Is the pitcher going to continue to attack the zone, or is the hitter going to come outside it?
The 1-2. Popped him up. Taylor in foul ground. 1 out. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starters' final line. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Hey, one of the things you can't control as a starting pitcher is whether you're going to win or lose a game. He pitched awfully well in this one. As of right now, he's in line for a no decision.
Franklin Leach is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he will make it into second base as the winning run is in scoring position now with only 1 away.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's 1 out in the inning. They got 1 more to play with that they could potentially be productive with. But this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
In now, Turner King fouled off. Runner's on his way to third. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Possible game winners at second base here with 1 away. Tried to get him to go after 1 below the knees, but it's 1 and 2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2 and 2. Chopped toward the second baseman, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2 and 2.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot count.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And they're going to walk off as winners. They've taken it here in extra innings.
Well, that at bat shows clearer than anything that some guys, they have that clutch gene and some guys just don't. He brings home the winning run from second and is being absolutely mobbed by his teammates. What a finish.
Well, everyone was treated to a really well-played ball game in this one, and the guy you see there turned in a particularly notable performance, so he's our top player of the game in this one.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter, and it had an impact on the outcome of this game. What else can you say?
3-2, the finish in tonight's game. Martin McKinley earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. So that just about does it for Mark.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Greyhounds and the Arrows. Saturn have dropped their last 13 contests. They'll try to get back on track right after this. Alfonso Quintana, the native of Honduras, is the starter on the mound here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard soft, you can go in and out, and anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
So striding in, Jeremy Simmons, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Jeremy Simmons.
He's set. Here it comes. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
Temperature at first pitch. There it is, 79 degrees as we get things started tonight. The 1-1 home.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hey. 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Tierney is there, 1 away.
Batting second, the second baseman, Albert Montalvo.
Stepping up now, Albert Montalvo. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. First pitch of the at-bat. Hard hit ball to second. And that is through into right field for a single.
Batting third, the catcher, Scott Ladner.
So now to the plate, Scott Ladner. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Montalvo, base runner at first with 1 out. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back easily. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Called strike on the change, 2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
D-Row, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Gotta believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
To the plate now, Billy DuBose. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Two-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. As a look, now the pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with one strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Coming to the plate now, Walt Skolrin, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
1-0.
Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Skolrin is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Line towards center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1 with no score after a half an inning. Lance Cashin, the D.C. native, will be on the mound to start here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
In now, Adam Turner, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. A wave and a miss made him reach. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. Boy, the last few weeks have not been kind to them, to say the least, as they're working on trying to end a double-digit losing streak.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to find any way to dig themselves out of this current losing streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little bit. Do the little things right. Play fundamentally sound. Play good defense. Turn double plays. Don't give the other team extra outs. And then somebody hit a gapper in a big spot and let everybody relax a little bit.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. The 2-2 one more time. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Into the box now, Alton Kramer, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 4 home runs and an even 20 RBIs. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Tierney.
Standing in now, Chet Tierney, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. The 1-0 home. Chopped to third. Tough to get to second for 1. And the throw is off target there, so he'll reach first base safely.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Now at the plate, Byron Payne. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. He's set, and the pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Now a throw over to first. Runner's back. The 1-0 home is a fastball down below the knees.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
From the stretch. And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. This is line to left. DuBose is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Into the box now, Jody Boudreau, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Boudreau.
Now the pitch. That's popped up. In there, a base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out there half of the second. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. Stepping in now, Glenn Diaz, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 4 home runs and 14 driven in. Heading out towards shallow right. Tierney will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
Batting it, the shortstop, Robert West.
Stepping in, Robert Glass. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch.
0-1's the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Digging in, Antonio Nunez, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Antonio Nunez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0. Three and 0 now.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
A 3-0.
Down to 3-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Into the box, Caleb Grabo, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 7 homers, 26 RBIs. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Bottom of the second here with no score. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
At the plate now, Robinson Schwabenland, as he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half. It's strike 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope, ball 1.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that 2-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order.
So here now's the pitcher, Lance Cashin. 9-1-2 due up.
Lance Cashin.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Pitch popped up. Kramer over to his left. Makes the play, one away. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jeremy Simmons. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down the third baseline. Started to go around there, but he holds up, ball one. Third inning, no score to this point. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Going back is the right fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, the second baseman, Albert Montalvo.
Ready for another chance? Albert Montalvo. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid one hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. 2 out, nobody on. Ball 2 now.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
Now the 2-0.
No, inside.
Scott Latner would be next. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Now batting, Scott Latner. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Oh, and they've got him picked off. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. At the plate, Bull Jr. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First offering on its way. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, right here, anytime the leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
To the plate now, Alfonso Quintana. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball one.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number one in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
1-1, here it is. And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The center fielder, number 14, Adam Turner.
Digging in to try it again, Adam Turner. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Ready with the 0-2. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a drive out to the gap in right center. And the runner will score from second. Turner takes the turn at third. He wants it all. He scores as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Into the box now, Alton Kramer. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Kramer takes the swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leak with that front side. He keeps that shoulder tucked, stays inside the baseball, and it gives him every opportunity to hammer the fastball and stay on that breaking stuff.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 99, Chet Tierney.
At the plate, Chet Tierney. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Through first and hustling for second. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And the offense continues as he's into third with a triple. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here.
So now to the plate, Byron Kane, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Men on third with two down. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the payoff pitch home. Locks him up for strike three. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 3 innings complete. The Arrows lead this one 2-0. Stepping up to the plate, Scott Ladner comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
He's ready.
Throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
No, that's wide. 2-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Two and 0 count, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Hey, throw.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense.
Standing in, Billy Dubose. He drew a walk his first time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
A runner at first with no outs here. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find his zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
And he misses. 2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and work.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Got to find a way to get back in his zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
Nobody out, runner on first. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Stepping in, Walt Skolrin.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's down.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Fouled away. None out, runners at first and second. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-1 home. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage. You think you're getting a heater. He throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
At the plate, Jody Boudreau, as he'll take a look at ball one. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Boudreau has put together a really nice career to this point in terms of putting the ball over the wall. More than 350 big league home runs. Now the 1-0. A line shot to third base. Throwing behind the runner. Not in time.
Now batting, third baseman, Diaz.
Now at the plate, Glenn Diaz, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
And it's quickly 0-2. Runners are at first and second with one away. Hit in the air out to center field. Turner is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. So with 2 on and 2 out now, let's have a look at our pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And you can see that both guys are well into the 90s, 95 on one hand and just 2 miles an hour slower on the other. Settling in now, Robert Glass. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Arrows are out in front here, 2-1. At the plate, Antonio Nunez.
Mexico City. The shortstop, Antonio Nunez.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Count 1-0.
Nunez, 33 years old. He's a 15-year Major League vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full punch.
Off the roof facade and gone. A solo shot here to left, number 14 on the season. As they extend the lead a bit, it's now 3-1.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Stepping in now, Caleb Grabo. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. No outs, nobody on. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing as he stays alive as this is fouled back right off the catcher's arm. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
That's ball two. Next count, 2-2.
Weak grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
At the plate now, Robinson Schwabenland. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Sent on the ground out to second. And there are 2 away now.
Now back, left fielder, Bull Jr.
So striding forward now, Bull Jr. He reached on a single in his first try. And now a pitch on the way. Changeup called strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Here it comes on 0-2. Slow roller down the third baseline. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
You know, Dero, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're trying to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. We played 4 full. The Arrows lead it 3-1. Coming to the plate now, Lance Cashin. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge number.
In now, Jeremy Simmons as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Into the box now, Albert Montalvo, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Hit softly down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And he makes a great diving stop for the out.
Now back. Catcher. Ladner.
Digging in now, Scott Ladner. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Very high, 2-1.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
The 3-1.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Sharp ground ball to third. And that's the second out.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Now at the plate, Billy DuBose. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. DuBose, 28 years old, is a first baseman, of course, but he can also be found in the outfield, as is the case in this one. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. Two great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher. Just go ahead and challenge him.
Ready with the 2-0. 2-1 to count.
Hey, last two pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
2-1, here it is. Swing and a flare hit toward right, and that's in there, base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 3-2 contest.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
So now to the plate, Walt Skolrin, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And that catches the high outside corner. 1-2 now. Both teams with 6 hits so far. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
This one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. Mexico City is out in front, 3-2. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Adam Turner. And he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. Ready. Here's the first offering. Swing, and he pops him up. And that'll get down for a base hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for 2.
Now back, first baseman, Alton Kramer.
Into the box, Alton Kramer. As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a 1-out base runner.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And he's back in standing. At the plate, Chet Tierney, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he fouls this one off.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And that's a home run into the top tank. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 17 for him on the season. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Roll, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Stepping into the box, Byron Kane. And the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. Kane takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he's safe at the plate. And they lead now by 4. Jason Kane will come on to make his 40th appearance this season.
Your attention, please. Now pitching. Jason Kane.
Stepping in now, Antonio Nunez. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Haig is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
And that's high and off the plate, 2-1. 3 runs already home here. Fouled off. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Simmons is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Yeah, this certainly wasn't what he was anticipating when he left the warm-up mound coming into this one. Couldn't get out of the 5th inning and gave up quite a few runs in this one.
Striding into the box, Caleb Grabo. First pitch of the at-bat.
Yeah.
In there, strike 2.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Arrows are out in front 6-2. Justin Yeager takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Leading off the inning, Jody Boudreau, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
From the stretch. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. Now the 1-0.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Lays off 2-2 now.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you'd want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In now, Glenn Diaz, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now the 0-2 pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. And there's out number 2.
The batter, the shortstop, Robert Glass.
Standing in, Robert Glass. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1's the count.
Ready with the 0-1. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Popped up. Kramer has a play, and that retires the side. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next to hit is the catcher, Robinson Schwabenland.
The catcher, Robinson.
First pitch on its way.
Schwabenland.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 home. Hard hit toward the hole. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Bull Jr. is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. And he lays off for ball 1. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. The 2-1 home. Strike 2 swinging.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Another try at 2-2. Ground ball foul down the left side. Nobody out, runner on first. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Hey, it's hard to say if he would have scored if the ball hadn't hopped over the wall. They might have held the runner at third because there were no outs, but who knows? Either way, they'll still wind up with a runner at second and third and still no outs after the ground rule double.
Will Hernandez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. A ball and no strikes. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-1 home.
Count is 2-1.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Grounded to the right. He's got it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. Brings home the run with a ground ball, but also moves the other guy over to third base. Good job of keeping it simple there.
So stepping in, Adam Turner. He's set. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
So no one on now after the sac fly. And next it'll be the fleet-footed first baseman, Alton Kramer. Here it comes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ball 1.
1-1.
The 1-1. Misses above the zone for a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now the 2-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 7th inning coming up. The Arrows lead this one 8-2. Jerry Conway is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Jerry Conway.
Dave Baggett is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The windup and the 0-1. swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Standing in now, Jeremy Simmons, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A swing and a ground ball to third. Scooped up. And they won't have a play as he reaches at first. Let's see how this is scored.
Now batting, second baseman, Albert Montalvo.
To the plate now, Albert Montalvo, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Fastball well outside. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Lifted in the air to center field. Turner is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the catcher, Scott Ladner.
Ready now, Scott Ladner. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. Ripped down the line. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dero, this pitcher's kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
Billy DuBose is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
Squared that one up just a little late. 2 down, runners at first and second. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone.
It's time with the traditional 7th-inning stretch.
Chris Birch comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Chet Tierney.
Well, you don't see that every day, Matt. A home run and a fastball that is away and off the plate that he went out and cooked it. If I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking to myself, I've got to make this guy a little bit more uncomfortable, not let him get those arms extended. I'd have to think about pitching this guy inside and this at bat.
Here it comes, 1-0.
1-2. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Birch has tossed over 30 innings so far this season, and in that time he's compiled a whip under 1.3. Translation, he's better than league average in that category. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike three. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
So now to the plate, Byron Payne. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Slider taken for a called strike, 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3. Antonio Nunez will be next. Fastball in there, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Wow, all I know is these guys don't need any more help to get on base. Believe it or not, that's the first walk they've gotten. They've done all their damage the hard way. See if they can add to it here.
Now to the plate, Antonio Nunez. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that's in.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
The 2-0 on the way.
Ball 3.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. But this one will bend foul.
Had plenty of distance though as it landed in the upper deck.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Now batting, the second baseman, Caleb.
Ready for another shot now, Caleb Grabo. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In on the hands of it with the fastball. It's 1-0.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
A ball and a strike.
You got a ball, 1 strike.
and he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Here's the 2-1 home. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
At the plate now, Robinson Schwabenland, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. Two men are on with 2 men out. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Leading off the inning, Walt Skowron, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Rolled slowly to first. Fielded cleanly, and good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Sometimes for a first baseman, the best thing you do is just go ahead and tag the guy like that. Hey, there's a lot more that can go wrong when you try to throw to the pitcher or the second baseman covering.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jody Boudreau. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
One out, nobody on. Ball 2. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Pitch on the way. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, Glenn Diaz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Hot shot down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now the pitch.
sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. They'll whip this one first in time, and that ends the inning. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Clyde Hicks will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Brian Mack is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and next it'll be the outfielder, Bull Jr.
The left fielder, Bull Jr.
Here comes the first pitch. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
3-0 to him now. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Now batting, the pitcher,
Devin Myers will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Devin Myers.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The average coming in 257. 5 homers and an even 20 RBIs. Here comes the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. 2-2.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Hops this one up. In there, a base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Into the box now, Adam Turner, as he takes a cold strike on the black. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 0-1 delivery. Cold strike, 0-2.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. First and second here with nobody out. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
We got 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Montalvo ranging into shallow right, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Jason Ross enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Alton Kramer will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. He's set, and the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Now a throw over, back in standing. Now the 1-0.
1-1.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back in standing. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Bouncer to the left side. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The right fielder, number 99, Jeff Tierney.
Into the box, Chet Tierney. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Byron Kane waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. It is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Stepping in now, Byron Kane, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The set and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So 1 run here on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We played 8 full. The Arrows are out on top 9-2. Robert Olson comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Striding in, Robert Glass, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here comes the first pitch. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. Now here it comes. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. The next 3-2. Grounded back up the middle, reined in. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Brian Mack.
Stepping into the box, Brian Mack. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes now. Olson, 28 years old. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Turner is there, 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 13, Jeremy Simmons.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jeremy Simmons. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball inside.
2 out, nobody on. One and 1 the count now. Now the pitch. side 2-1. Hit out towards second. A dive, and he knocks it down. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an AB. Nice infield single right there to keep the line moving.
To the plate now, Albert Montalvo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The set, here's the 0-1.
No, that's low.
Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. And he'll make the catch to end it as the Arrows have taken games 1 and 2 here at home, as this one is over.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders, from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the owner. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The Arrows led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Alfonso Quintana earned his 5th win of the year. Lance Cashin struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 9 runs, 14 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the visitors, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 30 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.